Welcome to our podcast today. I'm your host, Mike Hill, and with me today is Nick Ibarra. Nick, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me, Mike.
Well, Nick, the reason why, you and I were talking yesterday, and we were watching all the different things that are going on here in our Learning Center, and quite frankly, we are very, very proud of our Learning Center that every single year it seems to get better and better and better. But lately, especially since COVID, David has put a tremendous amount of investment into the Learning Center with the latest technology. Talk to us a little bit about that technology that's going into the Learning Center.
Yeah, we have definitely made huge amounts of changes since COVID. When we talk about learning from adversity to defeat, I think that that comes into play for us very, very strongly. We have changed everything. When you look back at it about 2 years ago, if you look two and a half years ago, 3 years ago, our conference rooms, and most of the people probably watching this know, if you ever present anything off of a computer, probably 2 to 3 years ago, you're walking around with a projector. There was a lot of projectors being used, a lot of VGA cords. And when COVID come, a lot of people couldn't go to work. We were restricted from going to work for a good 2-3 weeks, I believe, here in Salt Lake City. And we all had to learn how to have our meetings through a Zoom, the dialect through Zoom, having your camera and your mic, and using those availabilities that we have of having a meeting at any given time with anybody around the nation. So now, coming into the conference rooms, they've gone from projectors to absolutely great upgrades. Recently, we have integrated the Logitech Rally Plus system into both of our large conference rooms, which this camera that comes with the Logitech system is a 4K camera with a 90-degree automatic view angle. So it'll follow the presenter as he presents at the front of the classroom. All of the projectors now have been switched to 84 plus TVs. So most of our, all of our conference rooms have 84 or 86-inch TVs in them instead of the projector. And the 2 large conference rooms now have dual monitor display systems. So we can actually have our Zoom folks on one TV and our PowerPoint presentation or whatever you're presenting on, whether it be the website that you're looking at, and we have the Rally mics. So we could have someone from New Jersey coming in to our boot camp, and they would feel just as if they were here in person. So the amount of upgrades that we've made has been substantial. All of our computers have been upgraded to Intels and solid state hard drives and really, really nice graphics cards, so we don't have any issues with showing 4K or film in any format. It's definitely been some huge upgrades.
We had a large conference here just a few weeks ago, even before we've done even these changes that we're doing right now. But still, it was amazing having those Zoom participants and them being able to see not just the person speaking, but when someone was speaking from the audience, that they could see them too. It's absolutely amazing, the technology. I can remember a few years ago when we were, with COVID, as you mentioned, being kind of thrown into this, having to adapt on the fly and, how are we going to change the lighting? How are we going to do this? Now it's all state of the art, even down to our studio here.
Correct.
All state of the art.
Yes, absolutely. We've built so much stuff as far as media portions go. When we started with just our studio that we're currently in right now, we've built in the podcast studio. We have a photo studio with green screen backgrounds. And then all of our I call all of our 3 executive training facilities, which we have the executive one upstairs, and we have 2 very large ones downstairs, fitting up to 40 people in the large one. And these are all in very, very comfortable chairs. So if you have a conference or something to do, I highly recommend one of our rooms, because those chairs you can sit in all day long and not get tired. That's for sure.
It's interesting that you say that. Quite a few people attending that last conference mentioned, "Geez, can I take these chairs home with me?"
Yeah, they're
These are
super
so
nice.
comfortable. But it's when you are in person and have in-person learning. It's important to be comfortable. It's important to be able to see from every angle a good, exactly what's going on, and to be able to hear. So the microphones, the speakers, the visuals, as you say, it's all state of the art. Again, we've learned that you don't have to be in person anymore to have an effective meeting or to have effective coaching. That with the technology that we have, we can have coaching on demand. We can immediately start a meeting and be just like we're right there in the same room, because we virtually are.
Absolutely. Like you said, with the mics, we've done a lot of integration work as far as putting these Rally systems into our conference rooms. They're very large conference rooms, so we've actually gone the extra mile in ordering extension cables. We're running them through concrete, through the floors. We actually have Rally mics on 2 of the first tables for the folks that are there for the conference. And in the smaller room, we have them on both tables. So being able to hear the people in the background that are actually there at the conference is something special, because when the Zoom meetings usually happen, you can only hear the person who's talking or the person that's at that computer. With our systems, you will be able to hear everybody from the first table all the way to the back table and the presenter. So it's going to be really, really powerful on bringing people in and having them there live. You can have half and half, however you want to do it. And the nice thing about Zoom is one of our participants from the audience can connect his computer or connect to the Zoom meeting and be presenting through a presentation from his chair over there, and everyone in the Zoom meeting will see exactly what people in the conference room are seeing. So it's really, really nice.
Well, again, there's been a ton of changes. Again, every single year, David always makes sure that his learning center is state of the art. So, boy, I'm curious. What are we going to have 2 years from now? Who knows, right?
Yeah. Well, it's definitely going to be something else in the future.
Well, thank you, Nick, for giving us an update of what's happening. And I hope everyone has a chance to come to our learning center or join us from Zoom to see the latest that we have. Thanks for watching.